Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Anybody can become angry, that is easy, but to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and at the right time and for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. A friend to all is a friend to none. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. One swallow does not make a summer, neither does one fine day. Similarly, one day or brief time of happiness does not make a person entirely happy. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsions, habit, reason, passion, desire. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. Comedy aims at representing men as worse, tragedy as better than in actual life. Criticism is something we can avoid easily by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the men of property, are the rulers. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Even when laws have been written down, they ought not always to remain unaltered. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence, but we rather have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. For what is the best choice, for each individual is the highest it is possible for him to achieve. Friends hold a mirror up to each other. Through that mirror they can see each other in ways that would not otherwise be accessible to them, and it is this mirroring that helps them improve themselves as persons. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. Happiness is an expression of the soul in considered actions. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. I have gained this by philosophy, that I do without being commanded what others do only from fear of the law. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. It is easy to perform a good action, but not easy to acquire a settled habit of performing such actions. It is possible to fail in many ways, while to succeed is possible only in one way. Men create gods after their own image, not only with regard to their form but with regard to their mode of life. Perfect friendship is the friendship of men who are good, and alike in excellence, for these wish well alike to each other qua good, and they are good in themselves.